Hi, Carrie and Trace here today to talk with you a little bit about being able to buy and sell at the same time, which is totally possible. We have people do it all the time. We literally just closed one this week where they were doing the same thing. But it is possible.
So I think the biggest thing is that people are afraid that if they put their house on the market, they find a buyer, everybody knows that the market is hot, so they assume you're gonna have a buyer within the first week, and the question is always, where am I gonna go if I don't have anything in escrow yet? So when we accept an offer on your house, we're accepting that offer contingent on you finding a replacement property. So if you can't find the correct home, you can't get an offer accepted, whatever the case may be, you'll have the option to back out with the buyer on your home and have no repercussions. So that is definitely a safety net, and I don't think a lot of people realize that.
And within that safety net, like let's say you do find a buyer for your home and you are not finding anything, I mean, you don't necessarily have to cut it off completely. You can also just extend the timeline, give me 2 more weeks, give me this, give me, like, however you readjust what is happening. So it is possible without having to just say, okay, never mind. But of course, like, that is part of it too.
The other part is so you're gonna need the proceeds from the sale of your home to purchase your next property, right? So typically what we do is we try to match up the closings so that you're not having to move twice. So if everything goes right in a perfect world, we can close both of them in the same day. That doesn't always happen. So typically we'll close one on maybe a Monday or a Tuesday and close the next one on a Wednesday or Thursday. And then we ask for a rent back from your buyers so that you don't have to move twice. So if you're closing concurrently, you may only need a 3-day rent back and you can move into the next home within those 3 days. And typically those 3 days are free of charge. If you need a longer, we've had rent backs up to a month's time, and sometimes you have to pay your buyer basically the cost of their mortgage or rent, if you want to call it that. And that way, if you need to do work on the house you're moving into, or maybe your closings are not lining up, you close on the 1st on the sale of your home and can't close till the 15th on the purchase of your next property, the longer rent back will make it so that you don't have to move twice.
I think our whole point in sharing this is that if you are thinking about doing this, we would love to sit down and help you work out a timeline and work together with you to figure out if it is something that is possible, because so many people have so much equity and are looking to, you know, either move up or downsize or whatever the case may be. It is possible, and we'd be happy to help you.
One thing that you mentioned was that you have to get your property on the market. Yeah. You can't go out and put an offer out and not even have your house on the market listed yet, because you're up against 20, 30 other offers that are going the same thing, full price, over the list price. And if they're non-contingent on selling their home, you're not gonna have a chance. So even though it's scary, you have to put your house on the market
in order to have a chance. And yeah. I know we do show buyers all the time, like, who have a place to sell and don't have it on the market. And sometimes it's a hard lesson to learn when you fall in love with something and you end up trying to compete with somebody who's non-contingent. It's hard to do.
Would love to sit down with you and figure out if it makes sense for you and what a timeline looks like, and if it's doable.